here to share with you opening my big Trekell art haul. This is the purchase that I made with the $250 gift certificate that I won in the Trekell 2019 Pet Portrait Competition. So I made this order right before I went on vacation. It arrived while I was gone, and then I got back and got super sick, and I've been down for the count for like a week. Finally feeling better and finally gonna get into this. But I don't really even remember what I got. So this is actually like a super exciting mystery art box for me at this point. Here we go. How does one go at a box this big? A lot of paper. My cats will love this. It's a lot of paper. Alright. First thing, I got another one of the oil ground panels. This, I believe, is the same. It's the 16 by 20, just like the one that I'm currently working on. So obviously I really liked it when I worked on this, so I got another one. I want to make sure there's nothing like hiding in the paper. I'm way too short for this, guys. Ooh! Yeah! So I think I know what this is. I'm really excited about this. Okay, so up till now, I have been using picture frames from the dollar store. It's been great. I love them as like a, you know, art on a budget alternative. But I have been dying to actually get a legit glass palette because last time I worked on that to try to clean it off with a paint scraper, I cracked it. You can see there's a big crack down here, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I'm hoping that because this is a thicker, more solid panel of glass, it will be a little bit more durable. It might not be. If I don't like this, I might switch to paper palettes because they're disposable, but I try not to use anything that's single use. It's a thing for me. So if I could get this and clean it off, and it'll be great. It'll sit right there. Look at that. Digging back in. Gamsol, because I go through a lot of it. For those who are unaware of what Gamsol is, it is a solvent. You use it to clean your brushes, and it's a paint thinner. And the reason Gamsol is so popular is because it's mostly odor-free, and as opposed to turpentine, which has a really intense smell. So when I am in here painting, all I can generally smell are the oil paints and whatever candle I have burning. And the oil paint smell I really, really love. Some people think it's a little weird, but I think the linseed oil smells so good. So that's why I really prefer this. It's the best. And I don't know what this is. Oh, this is a free gift of a Trekell coffee cup, because I guess I spent enough money to get a Trekell coffee cup. And the amount of coffee I drink, this is awesome. Onward. Ooh, okay. So these are Gamvar varnishes. They're to protect and seal your painting at the end and give it like a final even sheen. So this one is satin and this one is gloss. I've actually never used gloss before, so I'm really excited to try it out and kind of see. I know I love satin. I've used it on a good chunk of my paintings. The matte is great, but it doesn't give it that extra oomph that something with a little bit more of a reflection does. So maybe gloss is gonna really win me over in the end. There's a little white box in here, and I don't know what's in it. Ooh, I think I do know what this is. Yeah, okay. I got Hansa Yellow Medium from Gamsol, or Gamblin. It's just an oil paint color that I don't have, that I find myself needing, and it's really hard. It's like impossible to create this. I've been using a cheaper, like student grade, beginner grade color when I need it, and I finally broke down and got like the good stuff. So yay. There's something else in here, and I don't know what I got. It says it's solvent-free gel from Gamblin. and it's not like an actual tube, so it's gotta be like a sample pack. And I guess I don't know why. It must be a gift because I already have this and I use it. Not as often as I use liquid, because I think liquid just helps it dry faster, and usually I'm trying to get through them. I like being able to sit down the next day and continue. So, but this is great. I got a gift. Trekell is all about the free gifts apparently. This is awesome. Oh, apparently I went brush crazy. This is all just the dream brushes I've been wanting to purchase but never took the time to purchase because they're expensive and brushes wear down, and you know, so I let myself treat myself to a ton of brushes because it was a gift certificate, and if I'm not going to treat myself, what else am I going to do with it? So I've got, let's see, 4, 7, 10. I bought 11 brushes. This big thick one is for varnishing. Up till now I've been using really thin, small, or like not thick, wide brushes, slim brushes, and it just takes more time, and I have to be really careful about evening it out. So this brush had really good reviews. It was expensive, like I want to say it was like $20-something. I would never ordinarily let myself purchase this, so treat yourself. Let's see if I can open these. Oh, it's not sealed. Okay, so here we have a number 12 square brush. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how to get it to focus on that. So that's a number 12 square brush. Camera. There you go. And then I got 4 other square brushes that are of different sizes. So I'm excited to use these. I find that square brushes work really, really well for me. I love using the fine edge and getting a thin line, and then anything in between. Like, I just find these to be really flexible, versatile brushes, and they're my favorite. These are the golden teklon brushes from Trekell, and this is the 10-inch one, so it has a much longer thing. I was reading reviews. Some people said that the longer handle gave them cramps, so I also got some 6-inch brushes for details to see if I have a preference, because I honestly don't know if I do or not. Longer brushes are good if you're gonna hold it at the end and give it a lot of fluid movement in your brush strokes. And these ones are great if you want to like really choke up and do details. So for these I got 2 liner kind of detail brushes, and then a new brush that I've never tried before. New brush shape here. Oh my god, it's focusing on the lines of my hand. It's not what we want. There, you can see it. So I got 2 thin liner brushes, and then this one on the left, or I don't know if that's your right, but this one, the thicker one, that's a cat's tongue brush. So it's angled on both sides where it comes to a point. I think it's cat's tongue brush. I might be butchering the name. But I've never used this brush before, and it looks really intriguing. I'm excited to see how it feels in my hand and what different shapes and brush strokes I can make with it. Or no, 3 of the Spectrum brushes. They're a little different. I got these in the 10-inch also. They also are like little detail brushes, so I can kind of decide for myself if I like the 10-inch versus the 6-inch for details. But these are what these look like. They're like little baby filberts, the 2 short ones, and the long one is like a nice long liner brush that I'm a little daunted by. So we'll see how that goes. And I guess the reason this box is so big, got a sticker, is because I got an even bigger oil ground panel. Look at the size of this bad boy. I have been dreaming about this big big panel for so long. I can't hold it up too high because then it throws the white balance all the way off. But I've been dreaming about it for so long. I was gifted 2 gorgeous black frames that were sitting in a friend of mine's shed for years, and they were really worn, and I've been slowly restoring them. And as I've been restoring them, I've been dreaming about the 2 big paintings I'm gonna put in these things. And it's been a couple years now I've been thinking about this masterpiece type painting that I've put off for several reasons. One, it's daunting to paint this big. And 2, these are expensive. If you're doing art on a budget, I think this goes for about $80-something. So that's a lot of money to put into one piece. And that doesn't count for the paint and time, that's just the surface. So getting this gift certificate has been awesome because it's finally given me kind of the push I've needed, because there's no excuse now. I have to paint this thing that I've been dreaming about so I can fill these 2 gorgeous black frames that I have. They're so ornate and gorgeous, and I'll show you guys at some point when I'm done restoring them. And I can't decide if I want to do it as like a series in these 2 things or have 2 completely separate paintings to really showcase the 2 frames in different ways. Or do I want it to be like a diptych, or do I want it to be thematic in some way? Or I don't know. I really don't know. I am going to dig back in here and see if there's anything I forgot. Alright, I did not purchase this. I guess so. Trekell sent me one last freebie. I think this is my 3rd freebie for my purchase. This is a sample oil ground panel. So it's super tiny, and that's really exciting because I never paint this small. Start doing some tiny little oil paintings. Yay! Alright, I think that is everything I purchased. My studio is now a mess, and I'm so excited. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about what I purchased down below, and I will be happy to answer them if I can. Bye! What is wrong with my lighting all of a sudden? Nothing changed in here. Oh well. Yeah, so this, oh, it's because this is so white. It's trying to white balance it. Alright, so that's one.